Good morning, everyone. A warm welcome to our certificate course on research methodology. So, I just hope you will be enjoying research learning with me, myself, Jalpa Shah. Today, I'm here to give you some ideas about research methodology. So, let us begin with our topic. So, first of all, we should understand the meaning of research methodology. Research means what? Searching for something? Yes. Now, whenever we are searching for something, we are in need of what? Some process. And for that purpose, we need some logic. So, here we can say that way that research methodology is equal to research plus method plus logic. So, we can say that way that research is the third pillar of modern education. See, in research, what we do? We try to find solution for the problem, right? For that purpose, we have to collect the information, and obviously also we have to talk about what we have to do some action, we have to take some interpretation. Okay, so we have to do some analysis. So all these things we are going to do in our research methodology. So let us move ahead. We'll just see now the basic part of research, that is meaning and definition of research. Basically, we can say that way that research is what? It is a scientific inquiry. Okay, we are doing this for the purpose of what? Problem or situation, right? Whenever we are facing any problem, whenever we are facing any, what you can say, any situation where we have stuck, in that case, we have to go for the research. Okay, so we'll just see the definition. According to William C. Morey, he has given in his book, that is Business Research Methods. He defines research is an organized inquiry designed and carried out to provide information for solving a problem, right? So what they are saying here, research is what? It is the organized inquiry, right? It is organizing. That means what? We are arranging the things in a proper manner so that we are going to follow one particular process. Okay, why we are following the process? Because we want our solution in a better way. Okay, and for that purpose we are going to collect the information and then we are going to search for the problem. Okay, so जो भी problem है उसको हमें क्या करना है? Search करना है, and then we have to try to find out the solution for the problem. Okay, so we can say that research is like, research word is come from where? Latin word, right? It is derived from the Latin. Okay, Latin word, and its meaning is what? To know. Okay, so in research, what we do? We just try to get the knowledge from the facts. Okay, so here we can just bifurcate the research. Okay, now see, research means research. Okay, means what? Repeating. What we do in repetition? Whenever we are going to do the repeating the things, what we do? We are going to say that thing again and again, right? So similarly here we can say re means what? Again. Okay, and search means what? Finding out. So in research, what we do? We search the things, we find the things again and again. Why we are searching the things again and again? Because so that we can get our solution. Okay, we can get our results. So in research, what we are going to do? We are just trying to investigate the new facts. Whatever old facts what we have, we are just trying to modify them. Okay, so in research, what we do? We are just trying to make some new principles, new theories with the help of old data, or else we can just find the new data. Okay, so that is what the basic of our research. Let us move ahead. We'll just go for the features and importance of research in business. Now see, whenever we are going to do any business, we are in search of what? That how we can be extraordinary in our area, or else what you can say, in our overall companies. Okay, so every company is thinking of what? That we should be the number one. Okay, now for that purpose, what they have to do? They have to do research. Research for what? Research for their marketing thing. Okay, we can say like that way. So whenever we're talking about the business, What we have to take care of? That we should take care of the marketing research, because in marketing research, what we can see? Yes, we can see the prices, right? Prices are increasing or decreasing, sales are increasing or decreasing, why it is so. That's what we can get from the research. Okay, so here we'll just see the first thing what we have to take care of, that is scientific method. Now research is going to use the scientific method, that is, here we are going to use the facts. Okay, whatever facts we have or whatever solutions we provide for the specific problem, that we are going to consider. Okay, now one more thing we have to take care of, that is, whenever we are going to do the research, we have to follow some systematic procedure. Why? Because अगर हम systematic procedure follow करेंगे, then only we can receive our solution. Even we can say example, in case of cooking also we have to do the same thing. Suppose if you are cooking like tea or coffee, you have to follow the same procedure. Okay, so systematic way में क्या करना है? We have to follow the procedure for the purpose of research. Okay, so here we have to take care of what? Our time also. Okay, and procedure whatever we are following, that we have to take care of. Now whenever we are going to do the research, we should understand that it should be wholeheartedly. मतलब क्या कि हमें ऐसे ही just मूड हुआ है रिसर्च करना है, we cannot do like that way, right? We should do properly, in a proper manner. Okay, with a proper knowledge. Half knowledge is dangerous, right? So what we have to do, we should have whole knowledge, proper knowledge, and then we can move for the research. Okay, so that's what we have to remember. And here we can take like we are having cause and effect relationship between the variables. Okay, moving to the next, what we have is objective and logical. Now see, scientific research we can say that is objective related, yes, and that is logical also, because few things are logical what we have to follow in scientific research. So here we are going to follow what? All the principles and procedures. So in short we can say that way, that here we are going to like in need of what? We should have some data, right? We have to collect the data. Now whenever we are going to collect the data, that should be accurate, that should be related to what? Objective, that should help us to investigate the research problem. Now whenever we are going to collect the data, we should avoid what? Bias in data collection, right? Sometime what happens, suppose we are just thinking that we'll just take some survey or something. Okay, now in that case you are not going to everybody's place. What you will do, you will just sit yourself and you will write everything. So that will be bias of data. Okay, so what they are saying here, we have to follow what? All the proper procedures. So bias of data, that should be avoided. Okay, so here we can apply the test and then we can give the conclusion for the problem. Okay, next thing is what? Applied and basic research. That is the main thing. Applied means what? Related to what? Our practical problems, right? So related to our social things, social research, we can talk about the applied research. Okay, now in case of basic research, what we can say, that in case of basic research we have to follow what? The curiosity, right? How much that scientist is curious about that particular research, right? ये हमें यहाँ पे ध्यान रखना है. Okay, कि उसका इंटरेस्ट कितना है, how he is going to do that. Okay, और बेसिक रिसर्च में क्या होता है? We can say that way, that it is helping us to expand the knowledge. Okay, यहाँ पे हमारे नॉलेज में क्या होता है? एडिशन होते जाता है. Okay, so we can discover new things here. Okay, next we'll see empirical nature of research. Okay, now empirical में we have to just remember the keywords, that is observation, experiments. Okay, so in empirical means what? Experiments. Okay, so indirectly what we can say here, that whenever we are going to do the research, that is based on what? Experiment, on the observation. Okay, so these two things we have to remember. Now for that purpose we have to consider some hypothesis, okay, which will help us to get the solution for our research. Okay, so we can prove or disprove the hypothesis. Next thing is what? Generalization. Now generalization में कीवर्ड याद रखना है, that is related to what? Universe. Okay, so whatever sample size we are going to consider for the purpose of research, that will be representing whole universe. Okay, so we can say that way that research is applied where for the large population, then it is universally presented and it will help us to get the prediction correctly. Why so? Because whenever we are going to talk about what universal sample, that means what, it is representing everything. Okay, so that will help us to get the correct decision. जितना sample size ज़्यादा है उतना prediction accurate आता है. ठीक है. Next thing is what, control nature of basic research. Now see what they are saying here. We can say that way that in single research we'll get the several factor. Okay, suppose we are having particular event, we may have several factors. So in this case we can say that way, in case of pure sciences things are controlled. Okay, why? Because we are going to do the experiment. Suppose we are going to do experiment in laboratory, तो क्या होगा, we know that कि particular test tube में particular amount of thing डाला तो क्या होने वाला है, we'll get the proper solution. Okay, but in case of social sciences it is not possible. Okay, because that is not laboratory experiment. Okay, next thing is what we'll see, development of principles and theory. Now see what they are saying here. In research we are going to do the research in detail. Okay, so we may find new theories or new principles. Now this new principle will help us to manage the things in a better manner. Yes, obviously. Now this will help us to take the future decisions, right? So whenever we are having new theories, new principles with us, what we can do, we can just rely on those predictions to take the future decisions. Okay, next what we have is quantitative and qualitative research. Now quantity matlab kya, we can measure the things, right, that how much it is, we can in amount, in number we can write. In case of quality, what we can say, it talks about the behavioral sciences, that is human behavior study we are going to do in our qualitative research. We can say that way ki we just say that person is having good quality, that means what, his behavior is nice, we can say that way. Okay, so that is what we can say for the features part. Now moving to the next, we'll see research process, that is also the part of feature only. ओके, सो विल जस्ट सी वन बाय वन. नाउ रिसर्च प्रोसेस में हम कैसे रिसर्च करेंगे उसके स्टेप्स दिए हैं. पहले हमें क्या करना है, वी हैव टू फाइंड द रिसर्च, मतलब वी हैव टू फाइंड द रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम, कि हमारा प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि जिसके लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ रहा है, रिसर्च करना है, राइट. सो पहले क्या करना है, आइडेंटिफाइंग द रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम. ओके, उसको फॉर्मुलेट कर दो. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट थिंग क्या है, डेवलपमेंट ऑफ हाइपोथेसिस, कि हमारा हाइपोथेसिस क्या है, मतलब हमें क्या प्रूव करना है और क्या डिसप्रूव करना है, ये हमें यहाँ पे चेक करना है. देन वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर द रिसर्च डिज़ाइन, दैट इज़ द ब्लूप्रिंट. नेक्स्ट थिंग व्हाट वी हैव टू कलेक्ट द what you can say, the sample respondent, right. पहले डिसाइड करना है कि who will be our target audience. Then we have to collect the data from that audience. Okay, then data collection के बाद हमें वो data को क्या करना पड़ेगा, उसको analyze करना है. Okay, next thing, testing of hypothesis we have to do. Out of that we'll get some generalization and interpretation, and then we are going to prepare a report, research report, and then we'll take the follow up of the report, right. These are the things, like this is related to your feature, but afterwards we are going to see this in detail. Okay, so we'll just move to the next point, that is our needs and importance of research in business. Okay, now see, in business why it is needed. Normally we can say that in case of business we are in need of what, marketing research. Why so? Because marketing research will help us to understand about our product, our price, our promotion, physical distribution, packaging, positioning. Okay, so ये सारी चीज़ें हमें कभी समझेगी जब भी हम रिसर्च करेंगे बिजनेस का. ओके, सो नाउ विल सी दिस कि बिजनेस में रिसर्च का इम्पोर्टेंस कितना है. Okay, first thing is what, for the purpose of product development we are in need of what, research. Yes, कि exactly what we want here, कि consumer का requirement क्या है, consumer का taste and preferences क्या है, accordingly अगर हम हमारा product produce करेंगे तो क्या होगा, obviously that product will get more and more sell, right. So what they are saying here, for product development we have to use the research. Okay, और रिसर्च यूज करके हम लोग क्या करेंगे, we will just try to understand the taste and preferences of the consumer, and we'll just try to modify our product according to the consumer taste. Okay, now we can just add some benefits here, like we can just provide good prices, fuel efficiency, or we can just provide good services to them to make them with us. Okay, next we'll see reduction in the cost. Now see, cost is the main part, because whenever people are going to buy anything, they are just focusing on what, everything, like actually they are focusing on quality, they are focusing on price. Okay, so whenever we'll have less price, we'll buy more. Okay, so what they are saying are, research will help us to reduce the cost, and whenever cost is getting reduced, efficiency increases. Okay, and that will help us to get higher return. Okay, so this thing we have to remember. Moving to the next, what we have is marketing mix decision. Now see, in marketing mix we have learned 4 P's, that is product, price, place and promotion. So in case of product, we are in need of what, we should understand the design, packaging of the product. Okay, that should be according to the customer requirement. Next thing is what, price decision. So competitors price analysis should be done, right, whenever we are going to keep our prices. तो prices should be what, consumer sensitive. Okay, consumer को चाहिए वैसा ही price हमें रखना है. That means what, consumer can buy. Okay, that means it should not be too high, it should not be too low, it should be reasonable. Okay, next thing is what, promotion mix. Now promotion mix में we can say like advertisement, what we have to do for the product, राइट, हमारे प्रोडक्ट के लिए हमें क्या करना है, एडवर्टाइजमेंट करना है, सेल्स प्रमोशन, पब्लिसिटी. ओके, नाउ ये हम लोग करेंगे तो क्या होगा, पीपल विल बी अवेयर ऑफ आवर प्रोडक्ट एंड देन दे आर गोइंग टू बाय द प्रोडक्ट. ओके, सो उसके लिए भी क्या करना पड़ेगा, रिसर्च करना पड़ेगा कि हमारा टारगेट ऑडियंस कौन सा है. राइट, सपोज वी आर हैविंग टारगेट ऑडियंस लाइक लोकल, देन वी हैव टू डू आर promotion at the local level. Okay, so accordingly we can decide. And last point is what, place promotion. Now place promotion means what, ki wherever we are going to distribute our goods, our product, which channel we have, intermediaries we have, so all these things will be taken care by the research. Okay, moving to the next, what we have is customer relationship. Now see, customer relationship should be good. We should have cordial relation between the customer, right, and company or a dealer. Why so? Because we should understand our priority customer. That means those people who are going to buy our product again and again, that is they are loyal to us, and for that purpose we should apply some techniques so that they can be loyal with us for a longer period of time. Okay, so in that case research will help us to collect the input for those customers. Okay, next thing is what, dealer relationship. Now dealer relationship में what you can say, कि for survival and success of business we should have good relation between the dealer and the customer. Why so? Because customers are the people who are going to buy from the dealer. Yes, now they will give feedback to them, and that feedback will come to the business or company with the help of dealers. Okay, and for that purpose they have to maintain the good relation. Okay, moving to the next, what we have is corporate image. Now corporate image means what, goodwill of the company. Okay, now goodwill of the company will help so many people. Yes, those who are investing in that company, they will be also getting benefit. Customer will also get benefit, dealer will also get benefit, employees are also getting benefit. Okay, so what they are saying here, research will help us to improve what, to improve our image in the mind of different people like stakeholders, customers, employees and etc. Okay, so what they are saying, we should focus on what, that we should put more efforts to satisfy all these people so that our image can be created in their mind. Okay, let us move ahead. That is competitive advantage. Now see, research will help us to face the competition, of course, and that will also help us to get the benefit in the market. That means what, if you are having your more than one competitor, what you will get benefit, if you will put some new strategy, you will get that advantage. Okay, so what they are saying here, research will help us to understand that which strategy we can use so that we can get the benefit of competition. Okay, so we can just do some new things in our, what you can say, our product. We can say example, like in case of now in summer season we have maza product, right? So we have that normally mango wala. Now what we have is kacha aam. So that is what the difference, right? So they have brought new things into the market. Why? Because they are facing the competition, and they have made some surveys, right? And after that they have came up with this product. Why so? Because they want to take the advantage of this season. Okay, because they know that their products are selling in the market at high level, so they will get this advantage also. So what they are saying here, research will help us to face the competition and to take the proactive decision. Okay, let us move ahead. That is human resource plans and policies. Now, see, in every business, we are in need of human resources. Obviously, they are going to work on that. So, in that case, what we need? We have to recruit and select the people. Okay, so selection of people will be done with the research also. Yes, because we are in need of what? Efficient people. Then, suppose we are taking freshers, then we have to give training to them. Now if they have trained, they are working nicely, then we have to give them appraisal. Why so? Because if we are going to give them awards or rewards, they will be more happy, they will get motivated, right? And then they are going to perform in a better manner. Okay, moving to the next, we'll have promotions and transfers. Okay, now what they are saying here, we can say that way, that we should focus on what? Promotion and transfers. Why? Because promotion and transfer will help them for what purpose? Promotion and एक second, promotion and transfer, what we have here is, so here what we can say, they are just focusing on what? Those people who are working nicely, we have to just give them promotion. Why so? Because otherwise they will just switch to the another company, and that will be harmful for our company, because we have already trained them, and afterwards they are going to another company. Obviously they are going to get their high. So rather than moving from one company to another company, we should retain them with our company. Okay, next thing is what? That is compensation plans. Now see, we should have good plans for our employers, for our employees in the company. Okay, next thing is what? Financial management. Now see, in case of financial management, obviously whenever we are going to starting our business, or we are having our business, we are in need of what? Money. So we are in need of funds. So we have two things. So we have to manage our financial things. How we are going to manage our financial thing? With the help of sources of funds and application of funds, that is a working capital and fixed capital. Okay, so in case of sources of fund, like we can say example, we have share capital. Okay, and that capital we can use for the buying of our assets, that is what? Application of that fund. So we have to maintain the things like working capital and fixed capital. Okay, so these are the things what we have to consider. Let us go ahead for the objectives of research. So here we'll see the first thing, that is we have to see for the solution to the problem, right? So whenever we are going to do the research, as we saw that we have to formulate our problem. अगर मैंने मेरा प्रॉब्लम सेट कर दिया है, तो मुझे नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या करना है? मुझे उसका सल्यूशन फाइंड आउट करना है, राइट? एंड आई हैव टू सॉल्व द स्पेसिफिक प्रॉब्लम within a proper period of time. Okay, so we can take example. Suppose my sale is declining. Why it is declining? That I will get the answer with the help of research. Okay, so we'll just see the next part. It's very easy point. Next thing is to verify and test existing laws or theories. Okay, so what they are saying here, हमें यहाँ पे क्या करना है? We have to just focus on existing laws. Now whatever laws we have, whatever principles we have, उसे हमें क्या करना है? Check करना है. Okay, so we are going to do the research again. We are going to verify the things. Okay, we are just trying to improve the knowledge and the ability to handle the situation with the help of those theories and those laws. Okay, But suppose if they are not like same way applicable, then what we have to do? We have to do some modifications, some improvements, and then we can apply them to the our particular situation. Okay, so that's what they are saying in the objective of research. Next thing is what? To obtain the information. Now see, normally for simple things we are not going to use the research. Obviously that simple, like employees can also collect that information, but those information which are not easily available, right, that is some extraordinary information that will be collected with the help of research. Okay, so for that purpose we have to appoint the expert, right, researcher. They are going to work on that information. Okay, so they are going to collect the information for the companies. Next we'll see to extend the knowledge. Now see, a researcher can undertake different kinds of like researchers, right, like physical sciences में वो लोग research कर सकते हैं, social science में कर सकते हैं. So now in that case what they are saying are, whenever they are going to undertake the research, they have to talk about what? General and by fundamental research in a particular, right, so they can enhance their knowledge with the help of these things. Okay, so general and fundamental research will help them to get the knowledge. So here we have physical and social sciences. Okay, so that we know. Next we'll see to establish generalization and general laws. Now see, research is undertaken for the purpose of what? To establish generalization and general laws. Now that will help us to understand about the generality in the research. Okay, that means what? कि वहाँ पे कौन सी चीज़ें अप्लाई हो सकती हैं. Like we can select thumb rule. What we have some thumb rules. You can select law of gravity, demand and supply. So these are the things which are principles, right, that cannot be changed. तो ये thumb rule हो गया. That is a generalized thing. Okay, so ये हमें क्या करना है? Research करके ये सारी चीज़ें establish करनी होती है. ठीक है. Next we'll see to predict events. Now research क्या करेगा? Research will help us to predict the future courses. Okay, so future में क्या क्या हो सकता है. Okay, क्या प्रॉब्लम अकर हो सकता है. सो ये हम पहले ही अगर समझ लेंगे तो क्या कर सकते हैं? We can just reduce that. Okay, so what they are saying here, research will help us to reduce the, what you can say, the problem. ओके, जो प्रॉब्लम्स है उनको रेड्यूस करने के लिए क्या करेगा? हेल्प करेगा. मतलब क्या? वी कैन से लाइक जो नेगेटिव थिंग्स है, नेगेटिव कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस है, उसे हम क्या कर सकते हैं? ओवरकम कर सकते हैं. ओके, दैट विल हेल्प अस टू reduce the, you can say, harmful things, that is reduce the problem. Next thing is what? To analyze interrelationship. Now see, here we can talk about there is a causal relationship. Okay, that is between the variables. We can say like we have advertising, sales, profit. Okay, so everything is dependent, right? Causal relation है दोनों में, एक बढ़ रहा है, एक दूसरे पे dependent है. Okay, so what they are saying here we have to understand the relationship between the society and the universe. Okay, हम क्या understand करने का try करते हैं कि ये जो relationship है वो society and universe में कैसे affect करती है. Okay, next thing is what? To develop new tools and concept. Now research क्या करेगा? Research help करेगा to understand the new things. Yes, जो unknown चीज़ें हैं, the facts which we don't know, we are going to search in the research. Okay, so that's what we are going to see. Next thing is what? To develop new principles and theory. This thing is repeated again. हमने ये पहले भी features में देख लिया है. Okay, we'll just move ahead. Develop innovative ideas. Now see, yes, that is the main thing. Now research क्या करता है? हमें नई नई चीज़ें develop करने के लिए help करेगा. Yes, क्यों? Because that will help us to understand the people in a proper manner. Okay, कि हमें कैसे business में आगे बढ़ना है, कैसे innovation करना है, so that जो लोग हैं वो क्या करेंगे? They are going to buy the product. Okay, for that purpose what we can do? We can just improve our product, we can just set our prices, we have to like use some better technology, we can just use raw materials. Okay, so those things we can do here. Okay, so these are the things what we have to do for the objective. Now we'll just see the next part, that is types of research. Now see, in case of types of research, we have some research types. Basically we can see that way. See, what we have is basic research. Now see, in case of basic research, what we have, फंडामेंटल रिसर्च. ओके, बेसिक रिसर्च को हम क्या क्या बोल सकते हैं? फंडामेंटल रिसर्च और प्योर रिसर्च और कंसेप्चुअल रिसर्च. सो दीज आर द नेम्स वी कैन से फॉर द बेसिक रिसर्च. ओके, तो बेसिक रिसर्च क्या करेगा? दैट विल डेवलप द थियोरी, ओके, and principles. Okay, it is going to give us the answer for what, why, how. Okay, these answers will get whenever we are going to do the basic research. Okay, so these things what we have to remember. Now और चीज़ क्या याद रखने की? This thing is not having the commercial angle. Okay, the basic research के लिए commercial angle नहीं होता है. That means what? इसके लिए that is the pure research. So this cannot be like carried out by the simple things. Like simple things के लिए हम लोग इसको ये नहीं कर सकते, यूज़ नहीं कर सकते हैं. Okay, so almost in all countries pure research is mainly carried out by whom? Universities and institutions, right? वो क्या करेंगे? जो गवर्नमेंट से फाइनेंस किए जाते हैं वही लोग क्या करने वाले हैं? They are going to do the basic research because for that purpose we are in need of more money. Okay, now ये बेसिक रिसर्च कैसे हो सकता है? दैट कैन बी एक्सप्लोरेटरी, डिस्क्रिप्टिव और एक्सप्लेनेटरी. ओके, कोई भी हो सकता है. ओके, सो विल जस्ट मूव टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दैट इज अप्लाइड रिसर्च. सेकेंड थिंग इज व्हाट? अप्लाइड रिसर्च. एज वी हैव सीन अर्लियर, अप्लाइड मतलब क्या? रिलेटेड टू व्हाट? प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम्स, राइट? जो प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम्स है उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए हम लोग क्या यूज़ करने वाले हैं? वी आर गोइंग टू यूज़ द अप्लाइड रिसर्च. एंड फॉर दैट पर्पज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू? वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड द सोल्यूशन फॉर दैट. तो पहले हमें क्या करना है? वी हैव टू अप्लाई द कंसेप्ट. देन क्या करना है? उसका प्रैक्टिकल कंसर्न कैसा होगा ये हमें चेक करना है. ओके, एंड देन what we can do? We can just take the steps for the research. Okay, so we'll just take the example like social research scholar. They can take the research for the purpose of what? College teachers affiliated in the Mumbai University, or else we can take the Mumbai University students survey, right? Research how much they are satisfied with that. Okay, ये हम लोग नॉर्मल जो चीज़ें हैं लाइक प्रैक्टिकल थिंग्स है. ओके, रिसेंट थिंग है, करंट थिंग है, उसके लिए हम लोग क्या यूज़ करने वाले हैं? applied research. Okay, so we'll just move to the next part, that is descriptive research. Descriptive research means what? Where of the problem. Okay, यहाँ पे हम लोग किसके लिए बात कर रहे हैं? We have seen like what, how, when, where and how. So all these things we are going to see here. What, who, when, where and how. Now descriptive research किससे related है? Statistics से. Okay, so they are going to focus on what? Observation method, सर्वे मेथड, ये सारी चीज़ें हम लोग यहाँ पे फॉलो करने वाले हैं. सो वी आर ऑल्सो फॉलोइंग योर व्हाट? फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ पर्टिकुलर थिंग ऑफ अकरेंस. ओके, सो ये सारी चीज़ें हम लोग यहाँ पे देख लेंगे. ओके, सो दिस आर द बेसिक क्रक्स ऑफ द टॉपिक. ओके, नाउ हियर important thing what we have to remember is we cannot find cause and effect relationship between the variables, right? यहाँ पे relationship नहीं होता है between the variables, right? We cannot establish the relationships. Okay, we'll just see the next part, that is our analytical research. Now here we can talk about what? Cause and effect relationship. So here things मतलब data जो readily available है उस पर ही हम लोग क्या करने वाले हैं? रिसर्च करने वाले हैं. ओके, सो दिस टाइप में एस्टैब्लिश द कॉज एंड इफेक्ट रिलेशनशिप. तो यहाँ पे जो फैक्ट है, जो डेटा है अवेलेबल है, उसके बारे में हम लोग क्या करेंगे? रिसर्च करेंगे. एंड वी आर ट्राइंग टू गेट द कंक्लूजन फॉर द प्रॉब्लम्स. ओके, सो हम क्या करेंगे? कंक्लूजन फाइंड आउट करने का ट्राई करेंगे. नाउ it may focus like it focuses on more positive effect of variable and negative effect of variable will be eliminated, right? So कौन सा इफेक्ट है ये चेक करना है एंड देन वी कैन मूव फर्दर. पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट है तो उसको कंटिन्यू करना है, नेगेटिव है तो उसको क्या करना है? वी हैव टू एलिमिनेट द थिंग्स. ओके, now we'll just move to the next part, that is fifth variable is empirical research, that is experimentation. We have seen that, राइट? एक्सपेरिमेंट एंड ऑब्जर्वेशन कहाँ पे आएगा? हमारे एम्पेरिकल में आएगा. नाउ इन दिस रिसर्च वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू सी द व्हाट? cause effect relationship and observations. Okay, so here we can say like we can, for the pilot study we are going to use the empirical research. Here we'll be having control group and experiment group. Okay, and for that purpose we have to conduct the hypothesis, we have to test the hypothesis, and then we can do the empirical research. Okay, now this research can be analyzed with the help of quantitative and qualitative forms, right? क्वांटिटी एंड क्वालिटी दोनों हम यहाँ पे यूज़ कर सकते हैं, एंड वी कैन एनालाइज द एम्पेरिकल रिसर्च. Okay, we'll just see the next part, that is qualitative research. Now in quality we are going to focus on what? Human behavior, right? हम यहाँ पे किसके लिए बात करने वाले हैं? Human behavior के लिए बात करने वाले हैं, right? Investigate क्या करेंगे? Why and how. Okay, so यहाँ पे small sample size कैसा रहेगा? Sample size will be small, right? Here we are going to talk about in-depth study of human behavior. Quality कैसा, ये हम लोग in-depth check करेंगे. नॉन न्यूमरिक क्यों है? बिकॉज यहाँ पे हम लोग नंबर्स में काउंट नहीं कर सकते. इसका मतलब ये बंदे का क्वालिटी कैसा है हम लोग नंबर में नहीं बता सकते, राइट? सो दैट विल बी नॉन न्यूमरिक ऑब्जर्वेशन इंटरव्यू. देन और क्या है? नैरेटिव डिस्क्रिप्शन रहेगा, मतलब आपको डिटेल में बताना पड़ेगा कि येस दैट पर्सन इज़ वेरी इज़ हैविंग गुड बिहेवियर, इज़ वेरी हम्बल, इज़ वेरी काम, लाइक दैट वे हम लोग क्या करेंगे? उसको डिस्क्राइब करेंगे. ओके, so that is what they are saying, that is descriptive, okay, and field focus. Okay, moving to the next, what we'll see, seventh one, that is quantitative research. Quantity is related to what? Numbers, right? यहाँ पे हम लोग stats use करेंगे, maths use करेंगे. Okay, we are going to use the techniques to find the solution. Now for that purpose what we have to do, we have to collect the data, we have to analyze the data. Okay, now data collection हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? We can collect the data with the help of surveys, questionnaire, interviews. लेके हम क्या करेंगे? डेटा को कलेक्ट करेंगे, देन वो नंबर्स को हम लोग क्या करेंगे? सॉर्ट करेंगे. ओके, चलो we'll just see the next part, that is last part of our topic, that is historical research. Now historical research means what? Examines the past event, मतलब past में जो हो गया है उसको क्या करना है? हमें examine करना है. Okay, now that can be qualitative, and we are going to do this research on the basis of hypothesis. Okay, so I have tried to wind up the things within 40 minutes so that it will be like beneficial for you to understand in a fast manner. Okay, so I just hope you've understood everything. If you have any doubt, you can just give me the comment in the comment box. I'll just come with the separate video for that particular thing. Okay, thank you so much for joining.